G'day guys, hope you're all having a great week. It's Friday and I am keen for the long weekend. Tonight we've got another reaction video. This suggestion comes in from Monkey Brain Stew. That is a really cool username. But tonight we're checking out Mad as a Hatter by Larkin Poe. Now, I've never heard of these guys. They're a rock duo from America. They're fronted by two sisters, and apparently they're long lost relatives of the Edgar Allan Poe. I was reading somewhere that their great grandfather was cousins with the Edgar Allan Poe. Now, if you don't know who Edgar Allan Poe is, he's the writer and the creator of The Raven, which is probably one of his most well-known stories. And if you're familiar with a certain Treehouse of Horror episode with The Simpsons, where Bart is a raven and torments Homer into absolute insanity.
"Take thy form from off my door,"
quoth the raven.
"Nevermore."
"Why, you little..."
Which is one of my favorite Simpsons episodes ever, then you're familiar with the tale of The Raven. Yeah, we're going to be checking out Mad as a Hatter. But before I get into that, I just want to tell you guys that I've got an Instagram account. I'll be leaving a link to that down below. If you want to go follow me there, I post some pretty wacky stuff. You can also send me a message in the DMs if you've got any specific requests for songs, because I usually check my Instagram pretty frequently. Also, if you like the video, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I upload pretty frequently, usually around 2 videos a week. I know the last suggestion that you guys gave me, Gods and Gold by Aesthetic Perfection, was chef's kiss, absolute perfection. So I have trust in you guys that you won't let me down with your suggestions. So hopefully this is another banger. This is Mad as a Hatter by Larkin Poe, the Covenant House version. So I think this is a live version too. So it should be pretty good.
You are so quiet. So are we. Sometimes.
Groovy.
We wrote this for our grandfather, and he suffered from schizophrenia. And I think mental illness is one of those things that's very hard to talk about. It's an uncomfortable thing to talk about. But I think it's something that we should be open about it.
100%.
It's really hard to watch somebody slipping away. Especially recently, our grandmother, our mom's mom, has been slipping away kind of into dementia.
Man.
And so we are gonna remember our grandparents when we sing this next one. It's about mental illness. It's called Mad as a Hatter.
I just gotta say, yeah, that's terrible, honestly. I personally lost my grandfather to Alzheimer's and Parkinson's disease, and Alzheimer's is pretty similar to dementia. It was pretty hard seeing him like that. He's passed away now, but seeing him in that state and watching his mind deteriorate and losing abilities that he once had, I honestly feel bad for anyone who has someone that is going through that, or if you yourself have those conditions. It's a horrible thing to deal with.
I know what time is. Time is a thief. It'll steal into bed and rob you while you sleep.
Whoa.
You'll never feel it.
That was a pretty good line. Reminds me of another song about the clock ticking the life away. I'm trying to remember the name of it. Ah, well, I guess in the end,
It doesn't even matter.
It pulls off the covers, rifles through your head, and then you wake to find you can't remember what you just said. Happens to everyone. Just like the father of my father, mind, and I can't forget that 1/4 of his blood is mine. I try not to worry. Please don't come for me. I promise I'll be great. Just to let me keep what's mine. Please don't come for me. If you mustn't, just please wait. Let me have some time. So please don't.
So is she worried that dementia or the condition is going to come for her? She's talking about how 1/4 of his blood is mine, and she's saying like, don't come for me. Is she saying, I don't want to have that condition, I don't want to go through that? If it's hereditary, there is a chance that you can get that, and that's a scary thing. Like, if you have any condition that runs in the family, there's a possibility that you can get it, and that's a scary thing, man.
Come for me. Mine don't matter. Don't lie. When you're mad as a hatter.
Oh, wow. Ooh, I like that guitar.
It's hard to draw a clear distinction. Who you are, who you were. Through the looking glass where past and future begin to blur. No one can blame you. Well, they say the world is what you make it. You think, speak, and breathe, and those rules still apply. Stuck in a world of make-believe. Make the best with what you're given. Don't come for me. I promise I'll be great. Just to let me keep what's mine. Don't come for me. If you mustn't, just please wait. Let me have some time.
She has a beautiful voice.
Don't come for me.
Both of them do.
Mind over matter. Don't lie. When you're mad as a hatter.
That's a slide guitar, isn't it? They're having a guitar off here.
Red off of there, big roses, big roses, red off of there, off of there, big roses, big roses, red off of there, big roses, red off of there, off of there, big roses, the queen. Big roses, off of there, big roses,
Wow. If I could sum this song up in one word, tragically beautiful. Well, I guess that's 2 words. Tragically beautiful. The message and the lyrics are pretty heavy, and they're using that Alice in Wonderland theme. I think that's pretty creative. I love the slide guitar, and being in a live setting too, it just wow, it sounded beautiful. It looked like it was in a church. You had the like statues behind them. Her voice, I don't know what her name is, but the redhead lady honestly touched my soul. It's hard to describe, but it reached me, man. So I'm really keen to check these lyrics out because that was very well done. You guys haven't let me down yet. This was another banger. I know what time is. Time is a thief. It'll steal into bed and rob you while you sleep, and you'll never feel it. It pulls off the covers and rifles through your head. Then you'll wait to find you can't remember what you just said. Yeah, that's probably a description of dementia. For most people that have dementia or Alzheimer's, it's not just like one day you wake up and you can't remember, you know, how to do things and you can't remember people, or it's a gradual thing that happens over time. It happens to everyone. I'm not sure if it happens to everyone, but, you know, lots of people are exposed to dementia, whether it be another family member going through it or just knowing someone that's going through it. So I guess most people are familiar with it and know someone that is going through it. Just like the father of my father, time stole his mind, and I can't forget that 1/4 of his blood is mine. I try not to worry. Someone saying this song was written about the sister's grandfather who suffered from schizophrenia. The second line starts out a train of thought that ends in the chorus. A worry we all have if we watched parents, grandparents suffer through mental illness, that these things are genetic. So what if we get it too? Yeah, that's what I was saying. It is worrisome when you see other people, especially when you're younger, dealing with like anxiety or depression, and you're like, oh shit, am I gonna get that? You know, I did, just because, you know, something might have been passed down through blood. It doesn't define you. You define your own life, and you can either sit around and complain about it, that you have a condition like depression or anxiety, or you can take the best of what you have and be grateful for what you have and try your best and do your best, even though it sucks. And some days you just don't want to get out of bed. Some days you don't even want to try or do anything. Just do your best and do the best you can, and stop comparing yourself to other people. Just be the best version of you that you can, and be proud of yourself when you look at yourself in the mirror. And don't give a shit about what anyone else thinks. Be proud of yourself, love yourself. And even if you have a condition, that doesn't mean shit. You are not your condition. You are you, and you define what you do with your life. And then the chorus, please don't come for me. I promise I'll be great. Just let me keep what's mine. So I guess they're talking about like their mind. Let me keep what's mine. Please don't come for me. If you must, then just please wait and let me have some time. Let me have some time. Getting everything they need to get done before their mind is taken away from them. And I think people too, you know, even in their 80s still feel like that. I don't think there's an age where you accept the fact that your mind's going to be taken. I think it's up until the end where you're fighting to keep control of your mind. I don't think anyone's ready, or anyone thinks that I've done enough, you can take my mind. I think everyone wants to keep doing things. You know, even in retirement, you still want to keep yourself busy, you still want to do things. So I don't think anyone wants their mind to be taken. Please don't come for me. Mind over matter. It don't matter when you're as mad as a hatter. Bit of acceptance there, I guess. It's hard to draw a clear distinction. Who you are, who you were, through the looking glass. The past and future begin to blur, and no one can blame you. Well, they say the world is what you make it. You think, speak, and breathe, and those rules still apply. Stuck in a world of make-believe, you make the best with what you're given. See, that's what I mean. Even if you've got a condition, you make the best with what you're given. That sucks. And you might not have been dealt the right cards, or the cards that you think you deserved, but they're your cards, and you've got to make the best with what you got. And life isn't fair. Yeah, so the chorus again, and then the outro, off with her head, off with her head, paint the roses, paint the roses. This line here, mind over matter, it don't matter when you're mad as a hatter. So I guess they were starting it out coherent, and then by the end they've accepted the madness, they've accepted the condition, or the condition has taken over fully. Great use of metaphors and great use of lyrics. Takes you on a journey. Yeah, that was, wow, that was really good. So yeah, thanks for that suggestion. That was, I'm definitely gonna add this to the playlist. So yeah, guys, have you heard Larkin Poe before? And have you heard this song before? What'd you think? Do you have any other suggestions by Larkin Poe? Comment those down below, let me know, and comment any other song suggestions you've got for me, because you guys have just been giving me straight up bangers, and I'm all in for it. I hope you're all having a good day and a good night, and yeah, if you're going through anything, or you know someone that's going through something, like this song was just going on about. I really hope you can get through it and just be there for that person, because they might need you more than you realize. And sometimes it's the people with the biggest smiles on their face that actually need someone. If you see someone that's like upright and positive and bubbly, don't assume that they're doing okay, because sometimes they're not. Do your best to be there for people, and do your best to be there for yourself. Show some self-love and self-care, and I really hope you guys are doing okay. So as anyways guys, I'll see you in the next one, and enjoy your long weekend if you're living in Australia. Peace out.